What's up guys, Yuma Speaks back with another video, and today's subject is weed and its use and how I'm very strictly against it. And this idea was brought up for two main reasons. Reason number one, I had a very bad experience involving weed. I don't smoke, but weed was involved yesterday, and I want to, kind of share the story. Thought it'd be a good video idea. And two, is because I've just recently learned that and maybe I didn't recently learn it, but I just recently really came to the conclusion that the laws around legalizing cannabis in this country are just disastrous. Like it's not even real how bad they are. And well, we're just gonna get into this little rant. I don't know how long it'll be, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10, who knows. Um, but before we get into that, just a big warning, guys. There's not gonna be any videos in, unless like maybe I can record something when I'm on summer break, but probably not. I'll be busy with stuff. So this might be the last video until September. Hopefully, which probably won't happen, but hopefully when September rolls around, hopefully schools will be open, like in person, and maybe I can, kind of go and maybe there'll be some stories because online learning has been, good because it's easy to cheat. Not that I cheat much, I just cheat on math because it's, I'm shit at math. But anyway, hopefully September reopens, I can get some stories in, maybe more like politically charged videos like this one. So anyway, don't expect much until like September. Summer break probably won't be anything, so maybe I'll just rush in and upload like another video this month. June maybe, but by July and August, I'm not gonna even be in this country, so probably nothing then. So yeah, let's just get into the video. And yeah, hopefully September will be good. So anyway, so now about the experience, which really brought me to make this video. I was walking, okay. I was walking in my park, which I've been going there every day for the past like 6 to 8, 9 months. And I was walking with my headphones in as usual, just kind of looking, and some guy approached me from like it was under a bridge, and from the shadows, this guy was walking right in front of where I was walking. He stops about midway through the sidewalk, or whatever you call the plate, like the walking area, and he kind of like he has a mask on and he lifts it and he kind of like looks at the sky like a fucking retard and mumbles something to me. And I don't hear him because I have my headphones in. Then he repeats himself slightly louder. I still can hear him, but this time he's looking right at me. Keep in mind, when I'm walking, I don't look at people's eyes. I've trained myself to look straight ahead no matter what. So I'm looking straight ahead like this, and he's just like talking to me. So then I realize he's talking to me. So I take off my headphones, and he repeats himself yet again. Keep in mind, he's talked to me 3 times. I've tried to ignore him twice, but not really ignore him. I just didn't know he was talking to me. So this is our first time where he knows that I can hear him, and he feels appropriate that the first thing that he says to me once I know he's talking to me is, "Do you have weed?" Dude, this country is a fucking shithole. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Like like what? I'm walking and your question to me is, "Do you have weed?" And I'm stunned. And by the way, this isn't the first time that this has happened to me. But anyway, I'm stunned nonetheless. And for about a second and a half to 2 seconds, I'm speechless, looking at him, completely like clueless. I'm just like, and then in my head, I finally realize what's happening, and I say in like a like significantly, like, relatively loud, and he was mumbling. So he's just like, "Yeah, do you have weed?" So I respond in a like probably, aggressive way, not intentionally, but I just say like pretty loudly, like, "No, I don't smoke," like almost like I was pissed at him, like, you know. And he just backs away, puts on his mask and keeps mumbling to himself about something. And like I was walking, then I just ignored him and walked like away from him. And I still had music in my time. I turned it off. I still had my earphones in, and I was replaying this situation in my head, like constantly. And I was just like thinking, is this guy fucking retarded or something? Like who goes to people and asks for weed? Like what is like is this high school? Like I don't understand this, and And this made me think about all the other experiences with weed in that park I've had. And they're all negative. Because people who smoke weed are just the most degenerate retards I've ever had to deal with in my life. Okay, well that's not true, but they're pretty like bad. I've been asked for weed like 3-4 times in my entire life. Why? Do I look like a drug addict? Like I don't get it. What gives it away? Like I'm not much for legality, but even if I did have weed, it would be a crime. Not only to give it to you, but to even possess it. And I don't feel like putting myself in a criminal like path for no reason. Because it's not like I benefit. Like, so what? I get like $50 if I sell weed or something? I don't give a fuck, dude. I just don't. I really don't. So, and I don't know, dude. Just, they're degenerates, man. If you smoke weed, you're fucking degenerate. That's it. The point has been covered. I have Google Docs open, and it's like the video idea and like all the words. First point, weed is degenerates. You do weed, you're degenerate. You smoke weed, you're degenerate. Fucking end of story. Now, point 2. It's, dude, the legality of it, terrible idea. In around 2018, for some reason, my communist government, known as the Liberal, I don't even know what they're called, like the Liberal Party of Canada or something, like, fucking, let me Google this. What is Trudeau's government called? Liberal. Yeah, the Liberal Party of Canada, liberal.ca. Yeah, well, anyway. The communist government, known as the Liberal Party of Canada, legalized weed for fuck all reasons. Well, no, I know the reasons. There was 2 reasons that I know of. There might be more, there probably is more, but that I know of. First is to tackle the illegal, like, weed epidemic or problem, because it would definitely help. And here's the main problem with making weed legal, but, like, you know, still like relatively edgy, because it's prohibited by age, and it costs a lot of money if you want to get it legally. Like, why are we getting involved with this shit? Why is the government legalizing weed? And you think, like, logically, oh well, if it's legal, then drug offenses don't happen. But it's still illegal to sell to minors. If you possess it as a minor, it's still illegal. Fucking, the only difference is that now to get legal weed is more expensive, and nobody wants to do that shit, so people are still buying it illegally. So you're not even tackling the illegal problem, because weed is still, vast majority of it is being sold illegally. No one gives a fuck. And 2, why even prohibit it with age? Like, you are aware that most people who smoke weed are fucking between the ages of, like, a junior in high school and about, like, 30. And I used to go to, like, well, I'm still in the school, but I used to go in person. All of the school, they have, I think, 4 washrooms. 2 of them smell like weed 24/7. Fucking that's it. I'm serious. So, and how many people smoke weed in my school? I don't know. I'd say anywhere between 50 to 150. And they're obviously not of legal age to smoke weed. So, like, what's the point? You're making weed, for people who are over 21, but people who are under 21 are still smoking it. So you're, like, by legalizing weed, you do nothing. It's completely useless. People are still smoking at a young age. People are still buying it illegally. And the people who smoke weed are just complete degenerates. So, like, why? Why are we legalizing weed? It's like, it's a gateway drug. And I'm not saying this, like, to sound like a fucking boomer or something. Like, oh, it's a fucking gateway. It is, like, 100%, dude. Like, weed is, like, worse than drinking. Pretty much, I'd say, in general. Because at least you can, like, drink responsibly, you know. And arguably, there are some benefits to drinking. What's the benefit of smoking weed? You get gyno, you look like a piece of shit, you are a piece of shit, and you're fuck ugly. Like, why? Why? The way the drug problem in Canada should be handled is as follows. This is my idea. It's called the 3-strike system. You get caught with any drugs, weed, heroin, fucking black tar, meth, cocaine, I don't care. First strike, you get sent to a rehab center to get help. Okay? If you pass, you get sent back. And then whatever. If you get caught again, this is on your 2nd strike out of 3. You get into rehab, then you get, like, viciously assaulted. Okay? Viciously. You get assaulted, beat, and hit, and spit on. And then you get forced into military service. If you fuck up that, you're on your 3rd strike, and your simple as, we take a big rock, like imagine this keyboard is a big rock, You take it and you just poof drop it on their heads, because at that point you have leached off society far too much. This is the ideal. It's called the 3-strike system. The government is free to use it. I'm free of charge. Take this system. Okay? Don't even give me credit. Take the system. I don't give a fuck. Okay? But there is no point in legalizing drugs if the baseline problem of people, smoking it at a young age and buying it illegally still exists. Whether weed is legal now or whether it wasn't, it's the exact same scenario, pretty much. The difference is like negligible. Because most people get weed illegally. Most people smoke weed. I'd say 50% of them are under 21. Probably even more. But anyway, why? Why legalize it if it's still going to be a problem? I don't understand it. And by the way, it's not just weed and drugs. It has to do with everything, dude. Everything this government does is a failure. Fucking drugs, fucking alcohol, fucking cigarettes, fucking any stupid fucking mental illness like transgenderism. It's always handled in the worst way. Because the Canadian government, every single branch, this isn't just the Liberal Party and I hate Liberals. I hate everyone. They're all retards. The Conservative Party, fucking retards. They're liberals by my standards. None of them can do anything correctly. Okay? I've been saying this since day fucking one that I've been into relatively into politics. I remember I was at a Denny's with my dad and my aunt and some other people, and they brought up that subject. At the time I wasn't super political, but I predicted even then it's not gonna do shit. There's no point in legalizing weed and making it having you have to be over 18, you have to have a license, you have to have this, you have to fucking have a 6-inch penis, you have to fucking buy it it doesn't matter. People are still gonna get it illegally. I am willing to bet that about 10% of people at my school have tried weed. Okay? I'm willing to bet that. I'm willing to give you fucking this $99 mouse and bet that 10%, probably even more, have tried weed. Do you want to know why? Because it's super accessible. I've been asked if I wanted to smoke weed at my school. I've been asked to sell people weed at my school. I've been smelling the scent of weed for the past 6 years of my life. Ever since I entered high school, and by the way, there are middle school smoke weed. In my middle school, you smelled weed. So from middle school to high school, people are smoking fucking weed. The problem tackled nothing. This is why you cannot trust the government with fixing problems. They did not fix marijuana. They didn't fucking fix guns. They didn't fucking fix anything, dude. There is no. And by the way, you might think I'm being sarcastic and a bit bullshitty with my 3-strike system. The 3-strike system would work, because if you're a newbie and you're being influenced easily, you just get sent to rehab. Simple as. No harm, no foul. You cost the people money, yes, but I am willing. I pay taxes. I am willing to pay my taxes to help someone out if they've made a mistake and fucking this, or fucking tied themselves and pinned heroin. I'm willing to help that person. But as soon as you do it twice, I'm not wasting money on you. You are a failure. That's why you get beaten and then sent to rehab, so you can learn a lesson. Because some people don't learn verbally; they only learn through violence. And third time, I'll do it for free. I'll take a big rock and drop it on a druggie's head. I'll do it. I'll do it for free. Minus transportation costs. But the 3-strike system is superior to legalizing it. That's it. That's my rant about druggies. Let's summarize. If you're a druggie, you're a retard. If you go anywhere that they have fucking a strong smell of weed, or I've seen people smoke weed. I've seen people smoke natural in my school. Any place that has a drug problem, and I consider the smell of weed a drug problem, fucking degenerate. The laws with and against weed, degenerate. 4, kill liberals. I hate them. They're fucking retards. You know what? I take that back. Don't kill liberals. Kill politicians. They're all fucking retards. Okay, well, that was my rant about the government. Thank you for listening, and yeah. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. It's bad. Trust me. I know it's edgy, but every person who I know smokes weed for a fact is a complete fucking retard. I swear to God. You could attribute that to their age, but I just think it's a drugs. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and peace out. Like, subscribe. That'd be cool, and bye.